इसकी spelling मत पूछना.
Thank God.
Sir, firstly, it's an honor. Just wanted to check, how will fincluvation help post office customers?
Please say that again.
How will fincluvation help India Post Office customers?
ये planted question है.
नहीं sir.
नहीं देखो, basically our thought process is like this. बैठो ना. Thought process is like this. The post office network has a reach to almost 1,75,000 villages. Now this is a great mode, a trusted mode of reaching out to the poor, reaching out to the person living in the village. जो हमारी भाषा में हम कहते हैं दलित, वंचित, आदिवासी समाज, ऐसा समाज जो कि हम सबसे आज भी एक ऐसी परिस्थिति में जो हमारे समकक्ष आने के लिए आज भी स्ट्रगल कर रहा है. So how do we reach out to that? So the thought process here is the financial inclusion and innovation, which is in a very difficult word, or fincluvation. I would wish we had given a simpler name to it, but we have given this name. So the idea is that it should accelerate, transform, use that strength and come out with a solution which is able to reach to the poorest of the poor, the person in the last rung of the society. That's the thought process. ये तो easy question था. Tough वाला कोई पूछना. Yes, that's it. We have one question here.
It's such an honor, sir, to have a chance to listen in and be here at the event. My name is Vaishnaw, and my question is, I'm the co-founder of an initiative X for Good. I hope you're able to hear me.
Excellent voice.
So my question is, we work heavily with other organizations as well, including SCBI, SEBI, NISM, primarily to drive financial literacy amongst the rural audiences. So I want to explore, will fincluvation also have an opportunity to explore amongst other organizations within the ecosystem to liberate the people at the lower rung of society in order to build a sustainable financial literacy ecosystem along with the payment solutions and those kind of things. So any thoughts on that?
Excellent question, and in fact that's it's a very important question. See, the various financial literacy programs that we have, are they dovetailed into this? Probably not a clear yes, but can we make an effort to do that? Yes, a clear yes. We must make an effort to dovetail, etc. My request to you would be, there are many financial literacy programs which are there, various ministries. The Ministry of Housing and Urban Development is doing a great program called Swanidhi. The Finance Ministry has programs, RBI has programs, the mighty IT Ministry has fintech oriented program. So please try to see whether you can dovetail some of that into this program or dovetail this program with others. Wherever 1 plus 1 can become 11, we should try and make it.
No, definitely, sir,
Yeah.
because when it comes to creating a sandbox, when there's synergies between organizations, it helps to create better products.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir, for taking that.
Next question.
Thank you, sir. And let me compliment the government in taking such concrete action, because I've just been attending yesterday of a program of RBI Innovation Cell, which is on Swarnari, inclusion of women in financial inclusion. And here you are, India Post. And my question is that, for startups who want to give financial leverage to the excluded, what's most important is to build trust. While we can build trust with your brand, but we need to also build trust with performance. And performance is something which actually lacks in most of the financial institutions, because of which people don't use that financial institution. That's the only reason why a poor person doesn't go to bank. That bank lacks performance. And what is performance? Performance is all about real time. So here's my question. Will India Post be opening up their API banking in a manner that we are able to create accounts real time for the customers, with whatever due diligence there is in terms of the KYCs, which are stipulated by Reserve Bank of India,
Mike.
and be able to provide real-time deposit, because it's basically a savings bank, deposit information and information on the status of their bank account, which is available to a customer anywhere through, of course, a interface. That interface could be your application. That interface could be any startup application for which that application of startup is primarily being used for some value addition that the startup is creating. And that's the innovation that the startup is creating. But the confidence it is generating is through the performance that the application delivers through API banking. API banking is the future.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can take this question. So, in fact, India Post Payment Bank main initiative through this fincluvation is open API. The open banking concept is part of fincluvation, and whoever wants to create even the digital version of the banking, that would get included, and all kinds of API, whether it is opening of bank account or posting of various transactions, self-service transactions, and getting various other informations. And not only that, we are trying to create it like a universal service platform where even third-party services can also be ported.
So I'll give 3 more examples to give you more trust in the question that has been answered. Yes, Postal Bank is clearly committed to provide you open API, absolutely equal platform to everybody, no discrimination of any particular startup. Same philosophy has been used in UPI, same philosophy has been used in the, currently we are implementing the National Digital Health Stack. Exactly same philosophy. We build the public platform which has the strength of the government behind it, and you build the APIs, you build the apps which are consumer facing, customer facing, public facing, people facing, and leverage the benefits of the two in building the final solution. So that's the thought process. Everywhere we are going to use that same thought process. Yeah? Where? Okay, we'll make a rule. The youngest person will get the opportunity to ask the question first. So he's younger. He's looking younger.
Good morning, sir. I'm Avinash from Gulak, and my question would be, being a startup, what exactly are your expectations from the startup community of fincluvation? So what exactly India Post is expecting from us?
Okay, so we are expecting a solution which will help us reach out to the poorest of the poor, period. Short answer. Yes, ma'am.
So thank you for the opportunity, and it's been an honor to actually listen to all the motivation and the thought processes with which you have brought out, the idea of the startup actually promoting financial inclusion. So basically my question, it's a very simple thing, that what is exactly, the larger scale at which we see the startups can be supported by an institution like Ippb, because and India Post. So such huge scale, and how can this be leveraged so that the startups become actually the global competitors and actually land up as the unicorns? So that is the question actually.
आपका financial transaction का volume क्या अभी?
Sir, we do almost 3 million transactions every day.
3
million transactions.
3 million, 30 lakh.
Yeah,
3
and
million.
value worth around 600 crores.
IPPB will put its 3 million transactions, 1.75, almost 1.5 lakh presence in the country, its trust, its brand value, and its entire network available to you so that you can be the unicorn. The challenge, we must understand that the challenge of delivering services to the last person in the society is a phenomenally, it's a, if we speak the tech language, it's a different, an order kind of difficult problem, right? It's a very difficult problem. To solve it, the effort that is required is more. That's why we want to put this entire force behind you. This is the tailwind with you. Take it. If you win here, I'm sure there's nothing that can stop you from winning in the world. Yeah. Last में वहाँ पे पीछे. Just behind. Okay. Either of you.
Sure. Thank you so much, sir, and it's a really honor to be part of the community over here. Sir, really appreciate your thoughts. And the biggest challenge, see, everybody wants to create for the entire India lower masses. The real challenge arises in the fact that the customer acquisition cost to acquire that customer who we are not even sure will add so much lifetime value to the product is the real challenge. Just want to understand how IPB will actually foster, I mean, will it be a co-branded efforts, how we can reduce that customer acquisition cost? And
excellent question. Actually, a very good question. The cost of acquiring customer will significantly reduce for you because IPPB is behind you. One, the network is entire trust network is already there. Two, the handset which is available in the entire network is at your disposal. Three, the entire government schemes which are targeted, which are basically providing the relief and the welfare schemes to the poorest of the poor, those are already in place. How many schemes?
25 schemes.
20?
25 schemes.
25 schemes are already working, right? कोई नाम दो?
PMJJBY, sir.
Acronyms नहीं भाई.
निक्षय पोषण.
पोषण?
निक्षय पोषण है सर.
हाँ. माइक लेके बताओ 4-5 schemes के बारे में.
जीवन ज्योति बीमा योजना है सर. PM जीवन ज्योति बीमा योजना है. निक्षय पोषण है सर. Then various other DBT schemes are also there.
सिर्फ acronym. पूरा ढंग से बोलो ना जो आपकी भाषा. Right? So all those customers will be available to you. To get the new customers, cost sharing, basically IPPB should take the cost of acquisition.
Sir, currently the cost is nothing because we are using a shared network. Already there is a network.
Correct.
There is a branch, there is a person, there is a micro ATM which is available. Yes. So it's virtually nil.
So for you, you don't have to invest in that cost. If you give revenue, they will co-brand.
Yeah. Co-branding can definitely be done subject to regulatory approvals.
Yeah.
It's been honor to be here, sir, and given an opportunity to ask a question. My name is Ashish Hans. I represent FSS Technology. You gave a very nice example of in US for the UPI solution. And one thing more actually, like a DigiLocker is also a societal platform, which recently, Apple has tied up in the California for, and that solution is being available in India, which has not been there. So that was,
Excellent.
Have a very few people in US. At the beginning of this presentation, I saw in the slide, it was written as a microfinance and credit also. So currently I understand that the payment bank is not into the credit thing basically for the loans and all that. So his IPP is also looking these solution in the microcredit and this thing also.
So there is a whole set of regulatory framework behind it. The thought process is to come up with a solution which fits into that regulatory setup and is still able to provide a solution to the poorest of the poor. We are in parallel talking to the Ministry of Finance and the RBI, and depending upon what solution finally comes out, that is the path we will take. Do we want to become a regular bank? No. We don't want to become a regular bank the way any other bank is. Do we want to use this network to provide a financial solution to the people? Yes, that's the aim. Your role comes in to bridge that technology gap, use this network, come with your technology. Together we go to the regulator for taking the final approvals.
Yeah, thanks for that answer. And the second question is, are we also looking, apart from the solution, as a long-term creating a societal platform as a public platform?
Absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely. And once again, I would like to share this thought process with all of you. Healthcare, agriculture, logistics, payments, everywhere the thought process is to build a public platform, open it up to the energy of the startups, open it up to the energy of the entrepreneurs. You use that platform to build solutions and leverage together these two big powerful things, powerful forces can be leveraged as vectors, no? Instead of two different directions, both of us are putting our force in the same direction and we multiply the solution. We reach out to the people at the bottom of the pyramid faster. Yeah. Done? Thank you.